And welcome to the session 5 video of a Python programming playlist. In this video, we'll discuss about the Python strings and the various predefined functions that we can use to manipulate these strings. So without any further delay, let's get started. First of all, we have the concatenation function in string. You would be clear from the previous videos that a string in Python is you can say a data type that is included within double quotes, as in here the string Sheldon is included within double quotes. Okay, so first of all we have the concatenation functions. The concatenation function in Python is just nothing but a simple plus symbol. You would be amazed to see that such a big function is just represented by a plus symbol, but it is so easy in Python just to concatenate two strings. So in order to concatenate two strings, you have to just include the plus symbol. So here concatenation means you are joining these two strings without any white spaces predefined. By default, there are no white spaces when you concatenate two strings. Okay, so in this above case, when I'll concatenate, that means I'll add a plus symbol between two particular strings. They'll get concatenated without any white space or space between them. There would be a string straight away Sheldon Cooper without any spaces. But if you want to include spaces between them, then you can just by entering the spaces, entering the number of spaces by just hitting the space bar between double quotes. For example, in here I'm adding a single white space between the string hello and you. So I have hit the space bar once within double quotes. So when I'll concatenate two strings, for this I have used two particular add symbols. So when I'll concatenate two strings, hello and you will have a space between them. Whereas you can also concatenate numbers. I'm saying numbers here because they'll look as numbers, but while working we'll include them into double inverted commas, so they will come out as to be strings. So here when I'll print this, it will be 55, but at the working phase it is nothing but a string that is 5 within two double quotes. So it just gets concatenated and 55 is present to you. Otherwise, if you do not have to include them into double spaces, when you add 5 and 5 in Python, it straight away returns 10. So it's not concatenation, it's just simple arithmetic operation. Last one, you can also include single characters within single quotes and just concatenate them with a plus symbol. So I think this theoretical concept would be clear to you. Now let's implement this and check. Okay, so as you can see, the first sentence, Sheldon Cooper, without any spaces between them. So here it is Sheldon Cooper without any white space between them. It's this basic example of concatenation. Next, we had hello you with a single white space between them. So here it is hello and you with a single white space between them. Next was 5 and 5 within double inverted commas, so that they were strings, but here it seems to be 55. The reader would see that it's just concatenating two numbers. And here the last one was A and B within single inverted commas and concatenated by a plus symbol. So here it's AB. So I think the concatenation concept would be clear to you. Now let's jump to another concept, another important concept I would say of Python, that is the length function. So just give me a minute. So here's the length symbol. The length function in Python is nothing but a function that returns the length of the string. So you would be thinking, how would it return the length of the string? To make you clear, when we store a string in Python, it is assigned some index values while getting stored. I mean that when we are entering hello you with a single white space to str, it is getting stored, each letter is getting stored with an index value. That means H has an index value of 0 and U has an index value of 8 according to this string. It may vary And sometimes you can also administer, or you can also manipulate the last element of the string just by entering -1 as it is taken as the default last element. Okay, so in this you can straight away determine the length of the string as they are assigned various index values. You can straight away determine their length by using the length function, that is len in Python. So in this case I have entered a string hello you in the variable str. So in this print statement I print length comma length, the function, the predefined length function, and the string value is passed as an argument. The str variable here is passed as an argument. So this will return the length of hello you. The second example, I have included a string without any white spaces just to make you clear that in Python the white space also gets counted. So in this case the length of hello you here in this example would be one less than the length of the hello you in the first example. So let's run this. See, as you can see, the first print statement, the length of the first hello you is 9 as it has a white space in between it. Whereas the answer to the second string statement and the length of the second string statement is 8 as there is no white space between them. This is a very peculiar concept and you should keep in mind that white spaces gets counted in Python. Okay, now let's move forward in our learning and study about an interesting concept. This is the concept of finding words in the string. So you can just find the words in the string using a simple command in Python. That means you have to just include the particular word you want to check or find in a particular string in Python, followed by the in keyword and the string. That means the string in which you want to find this particular word. So when you run this command, it will return a boolean value. It will return true if that particular word is in that string, and it will return false if that particular word is not in that string. So it's a unique concept and normally people do not use this in Python more often. So let's check this statement. As you can see, when we run the particular statement u in str, it returns true because the word u was initially stored in the string str. Okay, it's really fun if you go in depth of it. So now we are left with find and replace statements. So let's dig into them and find out what are the various find and print statements. So find is a function that is used in Python just to return the index, the starting index of a particular word in Python. That means if you want to find the starting index of a particular word in a string, just use the find function and as an argument pass that particular word in find and you'll get the starting index of that word. For example, in this case, initially we had stored hello you in str. So we want to find the starting index of u. So we just run these two commands. I've written two commands just to show you something. So let's first implement it and then I'll see you. Apart from that, here is the replace statement. The replace statement is a simple statement using which you can replace two particular words in a string just by defining the initial word followed by the word you want to replace it with. So in this case, I want to replace the word hello in the string str with the word how are you. So for that, I'll initialize the variable str again with str.replace and the initial word which was there in the string hello followed by the word with which I want to replace it, and then I'll straight away print it. So let's see what will happen. Okay, so see, in this particular statement, the result of this particular statement is -1. It is -1 because u starting with a small lowercase u, y, was not in our predefined string. The u started with an uppercase y. That's why when we run this particular statement, the interpreter doesn't find any word u with a lowercase y, so it returns -1, or in other case a null value, and it does not exist in that. Whereas if you enter u with uppercase y, it returns the starting index of u in the string str. Let's count together: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is the starting index of y, and that's returned here in this particular statement. The result of our replace statement is also the same. Initially the string str was hello you, but using the replace statement we had just replaced hello with how are you. So the resulting statement is how are you. At the end, I would think the concepts of string and the various predefined functions would be clear to you. So using that functions, I have a task for you. You have to use the above functions for a particular string of your choice. It can be a multivariate string, a single string, and so on. And just run the above examples using that string and observe the results. If you get all of them correct, then you are going good, you are doing well in Python. And if in any case you find any difficulty or your result is not as expected by you, then just contact me through the comment board. Just post your screenshot of your programming IDE and the problem regarding that. I'll try to get to you and give the exact result which you want to see, or I'll point out the problem that was there in your program. So just keep learning these concepts, keep practicing. Practice is very important in Python. So just keep learning, keep hustling, and we'll meet in the next video.